Peter. I'm a strong believer in listening to people. And people who sit on my settee are entitled to their opinion. Right? And if I didn't allow people to have an opinion, then that wouldn't be fair. Right? So I have to ask questions.
Right, that's fine.
So this morning, on Corleone Talk, Jason, I won't put his second name because this is going on the internet, right? Mm-hmm. He wrote, "Morning all, just thought this might be interesting to you. Clearly shows a lot of what we discuss on the group, and hope you don't mind me sharing."
Yeah, go ahead.
Right. So, have you read the comments?
No, the 6 comments is below. Oh, what bit you want me to?
Yeah, now what I want you to do, I want you to go in there and look for a Sarah Hanson not on Corleone Talk, on Facebook. Just put in on the search bar at the top, Sarah Hanson, and just say dog behaviourist to your phone or whatever.
Sarah Hanson, dog behaviourist.
Yeah. Does it come up with anything? Because what I don't want to do, I don't want to manipulate a story.
I am looking for Sarah Hanson, who says she's...
That's me. That's me.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah. So there's no such thing on the top of your search bar. You cannot find Sarah Hanson, a dog behaviourist. Now, if you were running a business, because you've got your business, haven't you? Mm-hmm. Do you not think you could find your business if people wanted to look for it with an address and what you do?
Aye.
Yeah. So listen to this. You can put your phone down for a second now. Listen. I was hoping you could find her. So my pup is 7 months old now. This is a girl, Sophie Atkinson, asked a simple question in the Working and Trialing Gun Dog group. This is what I'm reading off what's been sent to me this morning. Right. So my pup is now 7 months old. Recall is good, and we've built a solid relationship, and would like to introduce him to a bit of gun dog training in some shape or form. He loves rushing through the woods and looking for birds, so he has drive. Any ideas? I would appreciate anything. Absolute fine question. No problem at all. Sort of question you see all the time. And then you get the idiots. But Jason, who's on Patreon, and he's a friend on Facebook, saw this and said, go on YouTube, look up Chris Upton, plenty of examples of gun dog training. I would say probably the best in the Southwest. Good luck. That's all he said. Reply, yes. This is by Sarah Hanson, not the girl who asked the question. Yes, look him up and do nothing what he does. Jason said, Sarah Hanson, clearly you've been brainwashed. Bet you're a treat trainer. Laugh out like you got a funny face. Fantastic guy. His philosophy of dogs is outstanding. Sarah Hanson says, Jason, this is coming from someone who's supposed to be like a dog behaviourist, because I'm a degree qualified behaviourist.
Okay.
Right, so now she's a degree qualified behaviourist. And she's saying shit like that about me on the internet. What does it really mean? I'm dyslexic.
Oh, right,
what does that really mean? I'm a degree qualified behaviourist. He is an animal abuser. Let's stop for a second. Look at the picture. What does it tell you? Fanny Pack, treat trainer.
Is the University of Life not better than...
Well, I'm all for anything that works. And if you get a degree and you go down that road and you become a brilliant trainer and you have a knowledge and understanding.
Take it the other way. You can have good joiners, you can have bad joiners, you can have good dog trainers, you can have bad dog. Just because you've got a degree doesn't mean...
I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you.
A dentist, you can have a good dentist and a bad dentist, and believe me, I've had a bad dentist and resulted in what he did gave me quite a long-term treatment in the dental hospital, an operation in the mouth because of what he did. Now that guy's got a PhD in dentistry. Does that make him a good dentist? Well, it does, according to the world then, with what this girl's saying, but not according to what I'm saying, because I've got the results to prove it.
So then, brilliant. So then as you go, Jason goes on, Oh, so you must know everything about dogs, being a behaviourist. Chris has over 30 years experience, and it's easy to see in small clips that someone has carefully put together on the net, trying to dirty his name. I've met Chris several times, and his passion for gun dogs is outstanding. Great guy. Can't please everyone, Sarah Hanson. We live in a positive-only world of so-called dog trainers, yet we have more dogs in rescue homes than ever before. I wonder why. She says, Jason John, no one, absolutely no one, can justify picking a dog up by its ears. I see some of the dogs he ruins. I hope he is successfully prosecuted soon for what he does to dogs and for his ego.
And is that on Corleone Talk?
Jason has shared it on Corleone Talk.
Sorry,
to say this is what Chris has to put up with.
Well, I'll tell you, Chris.
Yeah.
We've come down here.
Yeah.
And we've 500 miles or whatever it is to get here.
Yeah.
Now, I've done it because I've been to 2 trainers local to me, and I'm not wasting any more time up there.
Yeah.
There's 2 things that I said before I came here. If this doesn't work, then he's back to being a pet dog. And we'll have to suffer being a pet dog and worry about all the problems that he's going to have, because I'm doing this because you've seen him, he's got a high drive, and he's busting to do all the things he wants to do, all this stuff, because he's reading the rest of it. And I really, you know, the trainers that I've been to is just wasted 4 years, I think, of me trying to get this right. It's not for the want of trying. If I take up anything, I want to do it right. That held me back playing golf, tennis, because I wanted to get it, the technique right. I've got to get the technique right. That's just the way I am. You know?
But the thing is, this is what this policeman who phoned me yesterday, or day before, said to me. You know what it's about, Mr. Upton? And I said, what do you mean, what's it about? What? And I thought it was to do with the accident, because I didn't drive off. I gave my details and asked the bridge person, is it okay if I go? I've got an appointment. And then I could only take the car 150 yards around the corner and have to park it up. But the whole point of it is he said yes. And when it said, I've got Devon and Cornwall police here, at no point did I think that's about Macbeth in Scotland. No way. When he said, I'm outside your house, I thought, what's happened? I need to speak to you, he says. That's worrying.
Of course it is.
Right, if he'd phoned me up out the blue and gone, Mr. Upton, we're still having problems with Macbeth complaining. How can we resolve this?
Can we speak to you?
Yeah, can we speak to you? That would be completely different. But to have the attitude that he had, we got into an argument, a disagreement on the phone. Then he said, stop being aggressive, Mr. Upton. I said, you don't know what aggressive is. Just because I'm agitated and fed up with you people, I've not swore to you, I've not been rude to you, but I'm not going to be dictated to you, by you where I should go and when I should meet you. He wanted me to come straight home.
Is it a police state? Is it?
No, that's what some police officers are like dog trainers. They try to dictate to the dog, right? Some dogs you can get away with it, and some dogs you get bit. Now, I'm not saying that I'm an idiot and I'm going to punch a policeman or hit a policeman. No way on this earth. Because I know the consequences. Because we've got rules. We've got discipline. And we go to court. We end up losing our guns. We end up losing our livelihoods because of a situation where a policeman, without any witnesses, said you went for him, or, you know, he had to take a taser you. You know? And things happen, you know. Now, hang on. What's he doing with a taser in his pocket? When we have the capacity as humans to go, I best not fight this guy because he's getting upset and he's got a taser in his hand. You best calm it right down and just wait till you get to the police station and then put your complaint in and hope that it'll get dealt with. You've got probably no chance of it being dealt with properly, unfortunately, in this world at the moment, because that policeman's word against your word means nothing. Hang on, I just watched a thing on TV about a police officer who dragged a girl into the bushes and killed her. You know, are all police officers straight? No chance. No one in society, in any business, in any lifestyle, is totally. You can say everybody who's a doctor is wonderful. Everybody who's a nurse is wonderful. There's some wicked nurses, wicked doctors, wicked police officers, and wicked dog trainers.
But there are also some superb ones.
Yeah. So here's a fine example of one who's pretending they're a gun dog trainer.
This is the gun dog working certificate that she's got with these dogs. It's paperwork that is meaningless in the real world. What has she done other than gone to Crufts and been represented, take a photo? It's promotion for the Kennel Club. This is how they promote their sales. This is how they promote their business. Working gun dog certificate, by God. And this is a dog behaviorist, as she says. She dabbles in everything. Protection dogs. She dabbles in dog walking. Why, if you are a decent dog behaviorist who charges over £350 an hour, and a lot of them do, I'm not saying she does, why would you be peddling walking dogs for people in reality? She's on the bandwagon. She wants some limelight. She thinks if I upset the right person, I'll get the limelight. So let's give her the limelight. Let's offer a debate.
And there are some superb ones.
And I'm going to fight for what I do and stand up for my good name. And so that, what I've read to you there, why am I so pissed off with that? For one reason. I've just said to you before we started the discussion, everybody is entitled to their opinion. I don't care if you're sitting on my sofa or if you're on the internet. You can say, I wouldn't go to him if I was you because I don't like his training. But to say what she said, that she has had to turn around dogs that I've ruined. Now, am I being a little bit overly...
No, you're not, Chris. But I see if nothing else happens this week, though. Well, I think I started to say this. If nothing else happens this week because of your accident, your health or whatnot, and if we don't go back out on the moor, then we have achieved something today, or this week.
Yeah.
Because I took him out last night into the cut silage field at the farm that I'm staying at.
Yeah.
And he was stopping on a sixpence.
Yep.
Now, I'm not going to say that I don't need to keep enforcing what we did, but he stopped on a sixpence.
As Peter says, the proof is in the pudding.
But that's brilliant, and no one's prompted you to say that. But listen, this is the most important thing for you to learn from this. If you have to keep going to that e-collar all the time, then it's not working.
Right.
Right? Yes, you're enforcing it, but you're controlling the dog with the e-collar.
No, I never touched the e-collar. He had it on.
Yeah, there's the thing. So the psychology, that dog thought, when you put that on, I've got to behave myself. Now, other people say, and I'm all open for discussion, yeah, but you can e-collar condition the dog. So when he's got the e-collar on, he'll behave himself. When he hasn't got the e-collar, he won't. No, not if you do it the way I keep showing you, because I've shown the results of, like, Rafa not needing an e-collar. But Rafa needed an e-collar. Now, if you grabbed hold of Rafa and put him back on the spot, and we talked about this last night, because we were on Calling on Talk last night. And we were on Calling on Talk.
I better not go on it.
No.
In case I get around.
No.
Not from you, from...
No, because it was great, because I mentioned a number of things about your training and what you did.
So what are we arguing about? Me and Sarah Hansen? Well, it goes back 8 years. She made stupid statements and I pulled her up for it because of her lack of understanding on a dog forum. And so she's had it in for me. 8 years ago is when Macbeth kicked off. She got on the bandwagon. She was slagging me off and slagging my business off because she's a horrible individual. And she's renowned on the internet for doing exactly what she's doing to me, to other people as well. Trying to promote herself off the back of slagging off other trainers. This is a Fanny Pack treat trainer with very little experience in reality. Stabbing at everything, trying to get herself known on the internet. And so she gets herself into debates with people on different forums, whether it's protection dogs. She tries to do IPO protection dog stuff, and she's a nobody, a complete nobody who wants to be someone, looking for a bit of limelight, manipulating the internet for her own gain. Simple as that. Do I need to address this? Do I need to highlight her? Yeah, for a reason. To show the police exactly what happens with idiots like Macbeth when they lie and put up slander about me. This woman was fully entitled to her opinion. What I don't want is her telling lies about me, slanderous lies. So I'm not leaving it at that. So that's why I've made the video, and she's going to get a follow-up from this through the right channels. Simple as that. Because she needs to be taught a lesson that if you open your mouth and slander somebody's business, you can be taken to court, right? And she'll have to deal with the consequences. I'm highlighting it for the fact that this doesn't happen to me once in a blue moon. This happens to me on a reasonably regular basis. People slag my name off. They're entitled to their opinion, but when they try to manipulate it and lie, she lives in Coventry. We'll show you that. She lives in Coventry. She's never met me. She's just like Macbeth. Pet dogs, moved up the ladder into tests or scurries, gone to the kennel club and got the working certificate, and she's touting herself as a professional out there, and people fall for this shit. That is the biggest problem we've got in the dog training industry. There is so many people out there dabbling in the game, pretending they know it all. This is one of them. Beware.
So we're talking about wiggly dogs and friends. Now, before you do your research, you've got to have a look. So we have a look at this. Let's view the profile picture. Now, there you go. Now, is that Sarah Hansen? This is what we've got to find out. Is this Sarah Hansen, the so-called dog specialist, the behaviorist, right, who says that she sorts out so many of my dogs that I mess up for people, or she's seen them. She's seen them. So I wonder where she's addressed, where she is as a trainer. Now, any good business is going to advertise themselves with a phone number, aren't they? Any good business is going to... So send a message about. Let's go into about, shall we? So she lives here, look. So let's have a look where that is. Where's Wiggly Friends? So, never heard of any of this. Stoke Heath, Longford, Bedsworth. So let's bring it in shorter. Hinckley, Coventry. Oh, right. So she lives in Coventry, look. Up by in Coventry, everybody. She lives in Coventry, and she sees so many of the dogs that I have to mess up, and she has to turn around. What a little liar she is to start with, eh? What a little liar. So, let's have a look. 60 of her friends are my friends. Why? Because she's an internet troll who goes around the internet trying to drum up business on the grounds of she's got so many people following her. 16,447 people follow this. This is exactly what you've got. Wiggly dogs and friends. This is the gun dog world for you. Wiggly dogs and friends. Now, there's nothing wrong with having dogs. Nothing wrong with having a wiggly dog. There's nothing wrong with having friends, but it's how you put it, isn't it? And Peter wrote it, actually said what it was: business details, price, no price, additional contact information, none. Send a message. So if she hasn't got a phone number, she doesn't want anyone contacting her other than an email, then she can control the emails to what she wants to.
Or through Facebook.
Or through Facebook, that's it. So working dog specialist. Here we go, working dog specialist. Dog training and behaviour consultations. Dog walking and pet sitting available for trained clients. So she's a dog walker, right? Because if you're a dog behaviourist, what the fuck are you taking dogs out for walks for if you're a qualified dog behaviourist on £350 an hour? Would you be walking dogs for £10 an hour, no. Peter? No. As a business, would you say that's not feasible?
Well,
you've wasted your degree.
Correct.
Yeah, you're overqualified, right? Or is it underqualified? So, wiggly dogs, Sarah Hansen.
I rest my case, Your Honour. This is a woman who's trying to climb the ranks of stardom through the internet on Facebook, touting her wares in any format that she can. Beware. Not everybody is a real dog trainer. I gave Sarah every chance. to answer my message I sent her. So, Sarah, let's sum this up. What I'd like to say to you is, we all had to start somewhere. Perhaps you should try to get some history behind you before you start giving out advice. If you're on the internet touting these silly awards, and when I say silly, congratulations, you've achieved an award with a local training school. That does not make you a professional dog trainer who should be on the internet giving out advice. Your mouth ran away with itself. Please learn from this.